I spent weeks searching for the secret to a poori that stays puffed for more than 10 seconds without soaking up all the oil. Here at Golden Lemons, we tested the temperature and the thickness, and today we're finally sharing the golden rule we discovered. There is nothing more satisfying than a perfectly golden airy poori that's crisp on the outside and soft on the inside. But getting that perfect balloon puff every single time isn't luck, it's a science. Today, you'll learn the professional way to make restaurant-style Maida pooris at home. Begin with 2 cups of Maida or plain flour. Then add half a teaspoon of salt. Next, toss in the Semolina. Semolina helps the poori to hold its round, balloon shape even after it cools down. Give everything a good mix with your hands to combine. Now mix in the ghee into the flour with your hands. Doing so, you are coating the flour particles with fat. This limits gluten development just enough to make the poori crispy yet tender rather than chewy or bread-like. Rub the flour between your fingers until it looks like fine breadcrumbs. Slowly stream in the water. We are aiming for a firm play dough feel. Add water gradually, little by little, until the dough is tight and smooth. Use room temperature water. Hot water makes the dough too soft and cold water makes it hard to roll. I still remember the glow of my grandmother's kitchen at dinner, where lunches, leftover curry, became a treasure hunt as we competed for the best pieces of meat to pair with her fresh pooris. Her secret wasn't just in the dough, but in the size. She hand-rolled them small, creating tiny, firm discs that would hit the hot oil and instantly inflate into perfect mini balloons. These little balloons are the taste of my childhood, and today, I'm sharing her magic with you. Now back to recipe. If dough too sticky, add a dusting of flour until it feels firm. Remember, a firm dough absorbs less oil. Don't over-knead, we just want to bring the dough together. Over-kneading creates too much gluten, making the pooris chewy like bread instead of crispy. Let it rest for 10 minutes. This allows the semolina to hydrate and the gluten to relax, making it easier to roll. Don't dust with flour. To keep our frying oil crystal clear, we grease the board and the rolling pin with a drop of oil instead. The dough has relaxed now and the semolina is fully hydrated. Now we divide them into mini balls. Squeeze and pinch mini-sized doughs around 25 grams each. Before rolling flat the mini doughs, give them a quick 30-second massage. Massage these tiny balls using a tuck-in method. By folding the dough into itself, we create a smooth, seamless surface. This tension is what allows the poori to expand evenly into a perfect balloon without any cracks. Make sure all the cracks are sealed perfectly on the surface. As a result, you will now have smooth, marble-like balls. Oil the pin. Dip your fingers in oil and oil the surface of a mini dough. Flip and repeat the oiling on the surface again. Greasing your board and pin creates a non-stick barrier without using dry flour. It keeps our mini balloons smooth and ensures the frying oil stays perfectly clear. Aim for a perfect circle, but more importantly, an even thickness. You are looking for a uniform thickness of about 2 millimeters. Keep the thickness even, think pancake, not paper thin. Pour sufficient oil and keep the flame on high. The secret to the balloon formation is the hot oil. To find out if the oil is hot, just drop a tiny piece of dough into the oil. If it zips to the top instantly with a loud sizzle and starts dancing, you've reached the perfect temperature. If the dough doesn't pop up instantly, don't drop the poori. Cold oil generates oily poori. Drop one poori at a time. Use your spatula to gently splash hot oil over the top. This technique ensures the heat hits both sides simultaneously, sealing the top layer so the steam has nowhere to go but out. It's this constant thermal bath that coaxes the dough into a perfect uniform balloon. After removing the first poori, wait 30 to 40 seconds before putting the second poori. Those days the smell was so good, the neighbors' kids would follow their noses into our kitchen and stay to help roll the dough. I still remember the burn of sneaking a hot balloon when she wasn't looking, trying to play it cool while the steam caught us off guard. For her, a poori wasn't finished until the neighbors had a plate too. These pooris take 30 seconds to puff. Flip and fry for another 15 seconds. Your pooris are done when they turn golden hue. Drain on a wire rack. Break it open and let that first cloud of nostalgia out. Time to dip in the leftover lunch curry. Look at that. It's soft as a cloud, yet strong enough to scoop up the heaviest curry. Poori and potato curry, the ultimate soulmates. I'm using baby aloo today, and look how that soft lace-thin dough just hugs the potato. As I smash it, the golden crust soaks up the spiced gravy like a sponge. The texture is a dream. The creamy, earthy potato against the tender, slightly chewy pull of the poori. It's an instant childhood memory. One bite, and I'm back in Grandma's kitchen. The awe thick with the smell of spices and the sound of neighbor kids laughing. It's not just lunch, it's a memory brought back to life.